I don't care what you say. I'm not going to list it, dude. I don't want anybody walking in my house. I just want a cash offer. And I think a lot of agents, they view their role as an agent in a very singular way, which is all I can do is help you list the property, which that's a option. The challenge is that I think whoever adds more value wins. By understanding other options and presenting other options and being unattached to the outcome, that actually allows you to add more value to consumers. And then again, you'll win more often, right? So this source is not only providing you with a source of business that has now become 50% of your business, it's allowing you to take $1 million listings that you would normally not take as listings. It's allowing you to have professional conversations with lead follow-up that happen to find themselves in probate. It's presenting you with also new opportunities where you can offer opportunities to, homeowners, whether they be in probate or not. So, I mean, it really seems like this source of business and your willingness to kind of invest in yourself, get involved in the community, and really do a deep dive on it has not only served you tremendously, but it also is serving the community in a major way.
No, I would agree. I have people write me reviews all the time, thanking me for all the stuff that I've done. People from out of state, people from in-state, people that live 2 hours away, whatever the case is. And I've helped them get the properties ready, get them on the market, work through title issues. That's the other thing about probate is you'll become a much sharper agent. It's not always just slamming deals left and right. You got to figure stuff out. And when you get this stuff figured out, you have more knowledge, and then it helps you with just in general in real estate. It's definitely opened my eyes to a lot more things in real estate that I think has helped me as I help just regular sellers as well.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. And I think that flies in the face of what a lot of people perceive, right? Because I think that agents' initial perception is I don't want to bother these people, or I'm being rude. It's not agreeable to reach out to somebody, during a time like this, when in fact, my experience is just like yours. That sure, will you find some people who find it unagreeable? Yeah. Maybe one or two from time to time. And I'm noticing you're nodding of your head, so you bumped into them too. What I am aware of though, is that the vast majority of folks, particularly the ones that you end up helping, are enormously appreciative because they find themselves in a difficult time, from an emotional perspective, and from a practical perspective, it's very overwhelming, right? You have a complete house full of contents. There's this legal procedure you're trying to go through. Typically, there's other individuals involved, siblings or other family members, which adds to the emotional stress. So if they can find someone who can step in, add value, guide them through the legal aspect, understand kind of the what needs to happen in order for title to transfer, connect them with ancillary services, they are immensely appreciative. And that's what you're seeing in the responses that you get from folks, right?
Yeah. And also, if you take the time to learn about the probate process, and then you're just going to learn it naturally by working with these people on things that they tell you that the attorney wants and tells them and things like that. But once you start understanding that stuff, you can start asking them questions that lets them know that you know what you're doing. Hey, did you get your EIN number? Things like that. Oh, what's that? Oh, the attorney didn't tell me about that. I've helped so many people whose attorneys, and I know we're talking 13, 14 listings, but probably the majority of those people, the attorneys are not helping them with, first you need to do this, then you need to do that. And here I am, the agent, telling them this is what you need to do. Yeah.
Exactly. And you're adding value. And it makes sense because their business model, the attorneys, is not really set up to give them guidance specifically on the real property. It's more so they've been hired for a very, very specific task, which is the legal aspect of probate. And their model is to get as many clients as they can. They're kind of like a contractor. And then, kind of sprinkle in talking to all of those people every once in a while. So if you, as an agent, very much so understand that legal aspect. We're not attorneys. We want to make that clear. At the same time, we understand it inside and out. We can provide professional guidance that ends up saving them being the clients, a lot of time, energy, effort, and resources. Yeah.
I want to say one other thing too, on what you said about when we're calling these people and some get mad and some don't. But the people that we help are appreciative. It's been my experience that everybody that I've helped has answered the phone and been nice, and they've been receptive. I've never had to, and maybe if I pressed more, I would get more business. Maybe that's something you work on. But right now though, if somebody's rude to me on the phone, or they take me as an ambulance chaser, whatever, I don't care. I've been yelled at on the phone many times. That doesn't even bother me. But the people that I've helped, it's not some like strategic phone call and I've got to, try to get them to be elite. Like they're very receptive. They want the help. And yeah, they might interview agents, but so what? And a lot of them don't though. So
no, usually they don't. And yeah, I find them to the same, receptive and appreciative. I can't tell you how many times somebody has actually said to me out loud, like, Aaron, like I woke up this morning kind of thinking like, I was like, I didn't know what I was going to do. And then you call me. So they're just, overwhelmed with a very difficult problem. And it's perfectly okay in commerce. Like if I can add value to somebody, then I deserve to be compensated. If I can't add value, then I don't deserve to be there to begin with. So I'm just incredibly like happy for you, dude. Like pleased that you're getting these outcomes because I know that you're a white hat out there. I know you really do care about providing good service and helping clients. I love that the ecosystem, that we've created via the archive or for those who partner with us has really served you, the way that it served you. And I'm just excited to see, as we get into other aspects of your business, like creating systems, process, and procedures now, because you were telling me, you're like, dude, now I got so many listings. I got like 7 coming on the market, but like you're doing everything and it's keeping you out of the production piece. And I was like, yeah, bro, if we were to set up those systems for you, you would take 5 a week. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, yeah, totally. So yeah. I'm just super excited for you, man, and appreciative of your presence in the community. It adds value. And I know that a lot of folks will be inspired from watching this, perhaps to pick up, probate as a source and seek out guides, because a story of one is a story of all. I wrote down here, it took you 7 to 8 years, man, like to really, really figure it out and dial it in. And that's a testament to you. I think in business, sometimes what is the determining factor as to whether people create the outcomes they want or they don't is just they don't give up. So you kept coming to the well, you kept doing what you needed to do in order to acquire the specialized knowledge, and you're still on that journey, bro. So it's exciting to me to see where that goes.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. So if people want to find you, if they have any questions for you or, perhaps like a referral or something, what's the best place for them to find you?
Probably on Facebook, just okay. Rob Calkins, or they can call me or text me, 425-791-5645, and happy to help you and give you my thoughts or answer any questions.
There you have it, team. So appreciate you, brother, and look forward to continuing our work together.
Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate you as well.
Yep, be great. They tell you that bullshit like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It doesn't! It's fucking marketing to get you to spend all your money and act like an idiot and to follow impulses. You guys are smarter than that. And I remember I was in Vegas and like this guy, I was at a learning event, and this guy was like, yeah, we're gonna go up to this like chick's room and just have a drink. I'm like, nope. And he was like, why not? I'm like, that's not why you're going up to the fucking room, bro.